Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to my space. I hope that you are all having an absolutely gorgeous Thursday. It's a full moon. So, we're here with Moon Messages with Michele, right? So, we're going to talk about the moon in the way that I do it. I'm not really technical when it comes to the moon and like the sign and what it technically means and all that. I just like to talk about the messages that the moon is bringing to me, and how it wants to come forth, how it wants to support me, and then I love to share that with you. So, but I do know, I think that this full moon is in the sign of Leo, which it's all sorts of things, I'm sure. I don't really know, but that's okay because that's not what's essential today. It's really about um, us connecting with our highest self, with the energy of this moon, and you know, with what's going on. Hi, Anne. Welcome. Yeah, so thank you, Anne. Anne says, happy anniversary. So today actually is my 32nd wedding anniversary. It's a pretty big day. I think any anniversary is worth celebrating, and 32 years really gets a big, like, hell yeah celebration. So Jeff and I are not really obviously we love our anniversary. We love being married, both of us. That's what's kept us here for 32 years. It's not been because there weren't other options, or it's because we are committed to each other and love each other very deeply and love being married to each other, right? Um, I love being married, but I really love being married to Jeff. So it's 32 years. Oh, thank you, Carrie. Thank you so much. Carrie says happy anniversary as well. And if you guys are here, see our numbers are climbing. I love that. Thank you so much. If you're here, let me know. And give me some comments, because we are celebrating our anniversary and we're also celebrating with you guys. So if you're here on the live with me, I would love to, have you let me know that you're here, and you're going to be entered into a drawing along with the people that were on our live, on my Practicality and Magic live yesterday. And for a giveaway. I'm not positive what the giveaway is going to be. It's kind of feeling like it might be a combination of some, like a one-on-one session and maybe some products, or I don't know. We're playing with it. So, but it's going to be fantastic, whatever it is, right? Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, as I woke up this morning, and first of all, I always love the full moon. I love the moon. I love the moon cycles. Like I said, I don't worry so much for myself about the details about the specific moon, like the sign it's in and all of that. I just let the moon kind of guide me to what I need to know, what it wants to tell me. And so as I woke up this morning, and I thought, I love that it's a full moon on our anniversary, like, because I love the moon. I love the full moon. I love to look at the moon. We love the moon together. And so it's just like a really beautiful time and way for us to celebrate each other, right? And celebrate this 32 years together. And it brings a little added oomph, if you will, of magic to our day, which is already very magical, magic filled. So, when we got married 32 years ago, we chose that day. There were lots of reasons, but logistically, it worked really well with families because it was Christmas break from school still and things like that. But it ended up that it was my niece's 7th birthday, and so we always have shared that day with her, and it's special, and I love it. And my niece passed away in 2004. So it's a little bit of a bittersweet day. But I'm grateful that we have that connection with her on our day, that we, shared it with her on her birthday, and that we get to remember her every year as we celebrate her as well. And then, because the universe is just so fucking cool, I mean, it just is. Years later, so what's today? So 2012, I believe. Is that right? Yeah. My great nephew was born today on my niece's birthday. So a lot of really beautiful things. And I find that's how life works. You've got some dates that are full of pain and full of memories and grief and things like that. And then there's also reasons to celebrate that come on those days as well, so that you don't forget the purpose of us being here. It's a big mix of it all, right? So this morning, as I was thinking about the moon bringing extra magic and what this day kind of means to me, because honestly, my role of wife is probably the most important role in my life. It's right up there. And I do believe in some ways for me it edges out even mother, because this is like the person that I chose, and I chose well. I believe I chose really well. And so this is the person that I chose to create this life with, to build this life with. And so I really love that role that I was an active participant in. And so as I was laying there this morning and thinking about it, one thing that came to me was, it's such a mix, like a marriage, a partnership of any kind, relationships in general. They are such a mix of practicality and magic. And I did my practicality and magic show yesterday with the beautiful Kate Vandenbos and her growth cycle, which is such a powerful tool. Go find that if you can, and watch it and hear everything that Kate says about how she created it, what it is, and everything I say about how useful it is in my life. But it's really about the mix of the practicality and the magic. When we have that, that's where we are in our superpower. That's where we are unstoppable, and that's where we're in flow. And that is what life is about, right? Really, it's the foundation of it all. And this is where we come together. We bring our very practical, which is the human, right? And the tangible and the kind of day-to-day mundane stuff that we don't love. And we bring it and we pair it with the magical, with the alchemical, with the fantastical. And that creates all the fireworks, all the beauty, all the serendipity, all the magic that we can get. But it requires that foundational, fundamental practicality, right? It requires that very practical piece. And that's kind of the part that we love to throw away, right? We don't love it because it's not necessarily sexy. It's not necessarily exciting. It can be kind of damn boring, but it's also where the foundation is laid for all of the juicy parts of life that we want. And Jeff and I have done a really, really good job of that. We've done a really good job of allowing ourselves to be in that space of practicality. We've done a really good job of being in that space of the mundane and the day-to-day and the not so fun, right? The not so fun, and that's okay. Because that's part of it. All of that time allows you to really enjoy the magical times, right? And if it was all just magic, we're magical every single day in all the ways, tiny to huge. But there's also got to be the practical. You got to get life done, right? You got to do the work. You got to do the dishes, you got to do the laundry, you got to do the cleanup in the relationship. So allowing ourselves to be in that space of moving from those places of magic to the practical and staying there for a while and then moving in and out, that is really the secret, I believe, to our success. That, and we not only love each other, but we really like each other. We genuinely like each other. We like being with each other. He's not going to like it when I say this, but he did tell me today that, something, I'm paraphrasing, but something about I'm his, his dream come true or something like that. And I just thought, oh, like, to have that in my life, I'm so grateful for that, to have somebody who truly believes that about me, and I believe that about him. And it grows every single year because we continue to do the work and because we continue to connect, right? And go through all that practical garbage, the day-to-day mundane, boring stuff, and then have the adventures. So I'm going to talk about the moon in a minute, but so many of you are here, and let's see. Ellie says, happy anniversary. It's my mom's birthday on full moon. What a cool day. Oh, I love that. Somebody else's birthday. Yes, I know like 5 people who have birthdays today, in addition to my beautiful niece. So I love it. It's a great day for a birthday. It's a great day for an anniversary. It's a great day just to celebrate being here, right? Lisa says, life is a combination of highs and lows. The lows we learn and grow, the highs we enjoy and rejoice. Amen, Lisa. Yes, that's the practicality and magic right there in a nutshell. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the moon, and who wants a card? We're going to play with some cards today. So let's play with some cards and have some fun and get some messages. And so, that was what the moon was speaking to me. Oh my gosh, Anne. Oh, Anne. Oh, it makes me cry. Oh, Anne. Today would have been Matt's 24th birthday. Matt is Anne's son. Makes me emotional. Sorry. Oh, Anne, my heart's with you, honey. Oh, I cannot imagine the pain of having to say goodbye to your child. Oof. Need to take a breath, guys. Just a second. That was not planned. That was fully authentic. I did not realize that today was Matt's birthday. So, happy birthday, Matt. Oh, let's just take a moment and let's just say happy full moon, happy birthday, happy hello, happy we love you to our loved ones in the spiritual realm. I feel so many of them here today. In fact, there's been some names coming through, a ton. So let's see. Thank you, Natalie. Let's see. Natalie says happy anniversary. Anne would like a card. Absolutely, Anne. Lisa would like a card. Natalie. Anybody else? Who else is here and would like a card pull? It's got to be more than 3. Come on, guys, take advantage of this. And if you're on here and you want to share the video, I would love that. Ellie, are you still here? Do you want a card? Of course, it's, oh, Ellie, I love that. Yes. Oh, thank you, Natalie. Natalie says that just made me cry. I can't imagine either. Blessings to Anne. Yes, Anne, blessings to you. Blessings to you. Oh, hi, Brenda. Welcome. Let me know if you want a card. Okay, so as I was waking up and the moon was just speaking to me about the practicality and the magic. And as we're in this realm of spirituality and like doing all of the things and evolving and learning and growing and practicing our alchemy and connecting even more to our magic, it's really easy to forego the practical and want to kind of just think it's boring or not important or whatever. But we cannot forget the simplicity. And that's what the moon was speaking to me of today. Like, don't forget the magic of simplicity. Don't forget the magic of the mundane, right? Because when we know one, we know the other. And we have to know that simple, mundane, practical part of ourselves to really know the magic. So the moon was speaking to me about, how can I bring in the simplicity? How can I bring in the practicality that will then help me to be more magical? And so that's the message that I want to bring to everybody today. And who knows what else, right? Okay, new love. Hi, can you tell me your name, new love? Because I can't remember. And I would love to give you a card, but I want to put your name down here. So thank you. Anybody else that's here and wants a card? Okay, and I want to share that I pulled a card for us, and it was all about, it's the Queen of Swords, and this is my mushroom. Oh my gosh, I love this. It's called Midnight Magic, and it's mushrooms, the tarot deck of mushrooms. And the card is the Queen of Swords, which is lion's mane. Oh, Jennifer. Oh, no, Elizabeth. Okay. Elizabeth, hi. And Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. And yes, I've got you down for a card. Anybody else that wants one? Okay. So the thing of the Queen of Swords, this is all about domestic harmony. Okay. And the lion's mane is very medicinal and very powerful. But I love that it's all about domestic harmony. And that, of course, speaks to me because today's my 32nd anniversary. We can't discount that. But what it really speaks to me is the domestic harmony that's within. The domestic harmony that's within our home, within our spiritual, our mental, emotional, physical home of our body, our energetic body, our physical body. So domestic harmony is the name of the game. That is the overarching theme. And so all the cards that I pulled today for us all are going to be about that. Okay. Hi, Lily. Oh, thank you so much, Elizabeth, for that happy anniversary. And Lily would like a card. Wonderful. Okay. So before we get started, I've got some names that have been coming through, or I don't know what these are, names, but okay. So I'll just tell you. First one is George. George has been with me since I woke up this morning, waiting patiently or not so patiently for his people to give a message to. So George, yeah, it's definitely George. And then the other one that I've been hearing for a little bit is Violet. And I'm not sure if this is like the name, a woman's name, or if it's the flower. But Violet plays a role today with a message. And so George, so does anybody here have a connection with a George or a Violet? If you do, if you could put that in the comments, and then we'll get going on the cards. I'm also seeing like a 7. So 7 is a really prominent number. So July or the 7th of a month. And it feels connected to either George or Violet. They might be connected to the same person. So if anybody here can claim any of that, I would absolutely love and appreciate it. Because let me tell you, when they're here and they are, when they're here and they want to connect, we got to do it. Or I'm just like held hostage. So that's what we want to do today, please. I also want to tell everybody that we're celebrating. I announced this at the top of the show that it's my anniversary and we're celebrating in 2 ways. So everybody who commented yesterday on my Practicality and Magic show with Kate Vandenbos and everybody today who's commenting, saying hi, whatever, all the things gets entered in the drawing for a giveaway. Not positive what the giveaway is, but I know it'll be fantastic. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer says happy 32nd anniversary. I know it'll be fantastic. And so I really want you to be, in the drawing for that. So make sure that if you're here, you comment and let us know. And then the second way is that I am having a special with my sessions right now, my one-on-one intuitive sessions. You buy a session and then you can get the second one for $32, which, wow, like that's a steal. That is a steal. So you buy the first one for the regular price of $77, and then you get the second one for $32. And that link is at the top. I will show you. It is right there. Okay, it's at the very top. Actually, that's only on, I think that only does it on YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and post that on the Facebook link as well. So what will happen is you will schedule your you'll schedule your session, and then you will get a link to schedule your special session for $32. All righty. So super easy, super fun, and take advantage. We're celebrating again. There's a lot to celebrate, guys, in life. You know, there's so much heavy and so much hard for everyone. And there's also so much joy. It's like almost astounding. You know, when I think about life and the mix that it is, it takes our breath away for a lot of reasons. And we're here for it, right? We're here for it. So we really want to show up. Okay, so Anne, the card that I'm pulling for you, I'm going to pull two cards. So the first card is going to be how to ground yourself in the mundane, right? And this one is all about this is the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. And this one is the branched Calibia, I think is how you say it. Look at how pretty that is, right? They look like little flowers. I love that. Okay, and what this is all about is, and it's interesting because it was upside down, and this is all about family feuds and discord in the family. And the Lion's Mane card that I pulled was all about, you know, domestic harmony, right? So interesting that they're different, or that it's the same thing but in different ways. So Anne, what I'm going to say is, where can you like allow the where can you allow the family discord to just be simple? Where can you allow it to just be easy? And what I mean by that is, when there's stuff going on in families, when we're not getting along, when there's conflict, we tend to make it big because it feels big. It feels big. It feels personal, and it feels like an attack or whatever. Our wounded self is up. But you're being asked today to just let that go and let it be simple and easy and pretty mundane. Like, okay, this is just something that's happening. It's just something that's going on, right? I always love the Ho'oponopono when I've got stuff going on with family. Really, when I've got stuff going on anywhere, because the Ho'oponopono is very miraculous. It is the epitome of the practical and the magic. You say these 4 lines over and over. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. And it just transforms. It cleans you. It cleans the situations, and it's beautiful. So you might want to try something like that, Anne. And I've got a second card to go with the magic. And this is Rose. Oh my gosh, like how beautiful. And it says crack open, right? And the rose is all about love. It's all about, our heart center, right? And when it comes to love, like love is the most simple, foundational feeling and emotion, but we make it complicated, right? We make it very complicated. So, where can you just kind of move all of the clutter away and just be in the space of love? Just be in the space of love. And can I say something? Like, look at those. I love how both the mushroom and the rose kind of mimic how they're a little bit, there's a lot of movement in the stem, and there's also growths on the stem. And I just love that. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I hope that helps, Anne. Again, let's all take a moment just to send Anne some love, send Anne some grace, send Anne some compassion. Because as I said, I think it's so beautiful that today is Matt's birthday. And it's gorgeous. We love you, Anne. Okay. Oh, very helpful. I'm so happy about that, Anne. Thank you. All right. Nobody's claiming George. Where's a George, guys? George. Doesn't have to be somebody who's passed. The person who's passed could be bringing through the information about George. Or Violet, the flower, maybe. Who's got violets or who's doing something with violets? And George. I'm also feeling like I'm having trouble breathing. So this would be like pneumonia, COPD, smoking, lung issues, asthma, something like that is going on right in here. Okay, Lisa. All right, so for you, we're going to switch it up a little bit. So we're going to use the floral cards for the practicality. Okay, and I want to make sure that you guys see every single time that I do the cards, I am cleaning and clearing them and also saying a little prayer of blessing. You always want to do that when you're working with any type of divination tool. You want to clear it from the time before, the time prior that you used it, and you want to consecrate it. You want to bring sanctity and sacredness to it and infuse that, because that's how this magic really works beautifully. Oh, thank you, Lisa, for letting me know you're here. Natalie, can you please let me know that you're still here? Okay, so, I love this. Vervain is the flower, and it's let magic in, and the moon is on there. It's not a full moon, but that's okay, right? So the thing that caught my eye immediately is mountains, the mountains in this. And to me, that is saying, Lisa, like, there's a situation going on in life right now, and it feels very momentous. It feels like you're right in front of a mountain, and like the only way you can see is up and over, which feels impossible. It feels insurmountable, and it feels helpless and hopeless is what it's feeling like. So what we want to ask you about is, or what we want to remind you of is that there's lots of ways to go around a mountain, right? And if you see all that water there, water has a beautiful way of finding the path of least resistance. So the practical aspect of this situation you're in is asking you to look for the simple. Look for the so simple that it almost seems ridiculous. And be open to it. Like, when I'm praying about being shown the simplicity or the easy, because we don't tend to do that. We've kind of taken on this belief that hard, complicated, all that is more worthy, right? That if it's complicated and we can do it, then we've earned our brownie badge or whatever it is. But that's all baloney. Simple is always the way. And it's the way it's our path. It's our natural birthright, and we've forgotten it. So where can you look for the easy? And when I do that, I often say, like, I'm willing to be shown the simplicity. I'm willing to be shown the ease. And don't forget that it needs to be so clear that because I can easily not see it, because that's how I am. I can really forego simple for complicated very, very well. So where can you bring that simplicity in? Okay, Jennifer says she's getting her hair done with a lady named Claire. She would love a poll too. Absolutely. Hi, Claire. Welcome. Nice to meet you. I will put Claire's name down. Okay. Does Claire have any connection to a George or a Violet? Come on, guys. Where's the George or Violet? They're still here. And the 7. Who's got the connection to July or the 7th of a month or the number 7? Okay, so Lisa, the next card is Raw Morganite. Ooh, this is so pretty. And it's like so soft, right? I love that. And let's see, I'm going to look at the book because I don't know these. Sensitivity, gentleness, empathy, compassion, the gift of vulnerability, and forgiveness. So the thing that I'm going to say is that last line, the gift of vulnerability and forgiveness, that's key. Those are the two things, vulnerability and magic, or sorry, vulnerability and what was that second word that I just forgot? Self-forgiveness, okay? Vulnerability and forgiveness are the keys to bringing in the magic. So the vervain, right, and it asking for a more simple way is the key to the practicality, the authenticness, and the vulnerability and the forgiveness are the keys to the magic. Okay, the keys to the magic. Lisa, is there a J name connected to you? It feels like a father figure, so like a father, uncle, grandpa, something like that. And they're showing me trains. So I don't know if what that is. Lisa says, thank you, I got my answer. So I don't know if there's a J connected, and it feels like an older male, and it's connected to trains in some way. So I don't know if they're connected to this situation, but Uncle Junior. Okay. And did Uncle Junior, was there a connection with trains? It's like all kinds of trains. It's like the Denver and like the Rio Grande train, like the actual train that you ride on, like model trains. Like I'm seeing one around a Christmas tree or something like that. So I'm not, Lisa says, I'm not sure. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe the trains are not connected to him, but are the trains connected to you or somebody else in your life? Okay, ex-father-in-law, his name was Danny. That's okay. I feel like they're here together. And Junior was bringing him in. So I don't know if Danny's kind of the type that wouldn't come in, but Junior brought him in. So does your ex-father-in-law have anything, like, is he connected to this situation because he's claiming it and he's saying that he's bringing the message to you about the forgiveness and the simplicity? Oh, ex-father-in-law worked for the railroad. Okay, so he's bringing in the message about the forgiveness and the simplicity in the situation. Okay, so yes, he was connected, and that makes sense. All right, thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, gosh, I love this. Like, you can't make this stuff up. All right, Natalie. Natalie's card. So, Natalie, we're going to use the crystal card. We're going to use those for you for the practicality. And it feels like there's some details that you're kind of overlooking purposefully. Like you're avoiding them because it just doesn't feel fun. You're like really into fun right now. Like fun is the theme of life, and fun is the like what you want. It's almost like you are 11 again and you just want to have fun, which I love because you need that. And you've also got some for a very practical, very mundane human things that you got to do. Cross some T's and dot some I's. Feels like lots of paperwork. I'm not sure what the paperwork is, but that's what it feels like. So you got to get that done. That's very important. Okay. And then, so we got the practical card for that. And then we've got the card to bring the magic in. Sammy. Okay. Hi, Sammy, of course. Sammy, do you have a George connected to you? Lisa says, wow, makes sense. I'm so happy. Thank you for letting me know. And you guys, thank you for validating because, I'm just sitting here talking to myself, right? I'm just staring at the screen, which is me, and all of your comments, which I'm so grateful for. And of course, I can feel your energy. And I appreciate you guys being here with me because otherwise it would just be really no fun. And thank you for the validations. Okay, so Natalie. And let me say one thing before I get into this, Natalie. So, Sammy, there's a George, like an older male, father, uncle, grandfather, something like that, and a Violet and a 7, the number 7. So the 7th of a month or July is pertinent in some way, or the number 7, like they're one of 7 or they have 7, something like that. Okay, Natalie. So Celestite. Oh my gosh, I love this, and perfect for this full moon. So to me, this is saying like, you got to get out of the ethers. You've got to come down and get very grounded. Right now, you're super up in the ethers, and it's time to be more embodied. So, Natalie, I know you're in the block class. If you could do, like especially class 2 today, that would be really, really helpful for you, where you're working on the pelvis and the legs to get really grounded. And Elizabeth, you're here. Thank you. Okay, Ellie, Elizabeth, Jennifer, Lily, if you guys could all let me know that you're still here. Okay. So Sammy says, a George in person. I know some, but on the other side, not sure. And that's okay if the George is in person, if they're still living, because the person trying to get the message. So let me see if I can get some more, but we're going to continue. So Natalie, grounded, do class 2. And then on this one, integration, mullein. Oh, I love this. So mullein is a very, very medicinal herb, plant and herb. And, it's talking about integration. So that is what we really want, right? When we're talking about practicality and magic, we want the integration of the magic into our lives. We want to weave it like this web, right? We want that magic woven in and out and all around and throughout our lives all day. But we can't forget about the very important practical steps. So, does that make sense, Natalie, with all of what I was talking about with the paperwork and all of that that's going on? If you could let me know that. Okay. And then my birth month is July. No connection to Violet or George that I know of. Okay. Lily's still here. Thank you, Lily. Elizabeth is still here. Georgina, absolutely. Could be Georgina. Do you know a Georgina who's passed? Okay, so Natalie, I hope that helps. Could you let me know? Let's see. And now Ellie. We're going to go back to the mushroom cards for Ellie. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize how late. Time flies when we're having fun, guys. I've got a date, a very important date that I don't want to be late for. So, okay, perfect. So there's something with paperwork, like you got to get stuff done. So I don't know if this is for something in the future that you want and you just haven't filed the paperwork or you haven't filled out the form or something, but it's like you got to fill it out, whatever it is. Okay. Georgina is Shane's grandmother, and Shane is a July birthday. Oh, okay. Is Georgina, has she passed? What about Violet? Is there a Violet connected with her? Like the color, the flower? Does she love Violet? Something like that? Okay. So, Ellie, your card is the King of Pentacles, and it's the King Bullet mushroom. Oh my goodness, I love this. And I love, there's a gem right on top of the mushroom. Okay. And that, it's like orange and it's all about, and I think you and I have talked about your sacral chakra before. So we're going to talk about it again. Okay. So beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, so she's passed. All right, Sammy. So this is for you. Thank you. Thank you for claiming her. And do we know if the violet, I'm sorry, there's so many questions, but does the violet go with her as well? The color, the flower, something with violets. And it's like those, like, those little tiny like pansies is what I keep seeing that are like purple and yellow and just like delicate and beautiful and soft. She's with me all the time. I do feel her often. And Saint Germain has been present with me. Oh my gosh, isn't Saint Germain the violet flame? Is that the violet flame? Wow. Okay. Natalie says, so I don't know any pending paperwork, but I have been feeling the pull to be more grounded in my finances. Yes, that actually makes sense related to the fun part. Stop spending and start saving. Oh, darn it. Damn, not a fun message, but I think you're right. I think you're right because it's about like the paperwork and the crossing the T's and dotting the I's and making sure that it's all connected. Okay, Ellie. Yes, so maybe paper is the money. I agree 1,000%. All right, so the King of Pentacles, King Bullet is the mushroom, and it's all about controlling and corruption. Okay, so to me, what this is talking about, because it was upside down, right? So what this is talking to me about is controlling. So where are you grasping for control in life? Right? Feeling like that's going to help you bring control or somehow make the outcome something different or whatever the case, right? But it's about control. So I'm going to say, where can you loosen your grip, right? We all love control. That's what we're here for. We want to feel in control. We just forget that there's only one place we can feel in control of, and that's in ourselves. And, what we do, how we respond, how we do things, that's our control. Okay. And then how can we bring more magic in? Ooh, I love this. New might. Okay. I didn't say though, the sacral chakra, Ellie, that's the orange, right? And that's all about like relationships and really our sense of self, our authenticity. So where can you let go of your grip on something you're trying to control in a relationship? Okay. And it might be in a relationship with yourself. It might be that you're trying to force yourself to do something. And the bottom line is, guys, we can have the best intentions in the world, but if we're not ready for something, if we're not ready to move into something, it ain't happening, right? So where can you loosen that idea of control? And then this new might, I had to go back to the sacral because look at all that gorgeous orange, right? And this is also like a very like deep, dark stone. So that's going to be very grounding, which is wonderful. Um, so you need to let go of control, right? Let go of the control. That will help with the practical. And then this new might is going to help you bring in the magic, which is really what we want, right? We all want more magic. Who doesn't want more magic? Achieving self mastery, inner power, recovering your sense of self. You can't make this stuff up. Legit. You cannot make this stuff up. So, where are you forcing yourself to do stuff that either is not in your highest good, not the right timing, something? And it might just be a matter of being more gentle with yourself, Ellie, and just like showering yourself with love right now, because that's what you need, right? Because that's what you need. Maybe it's not to do more, maybe it's to love more, right? And just be more. Okay, I hope that helped, Ellie. All right, Elizabeth. Oh, I love this. What did Natalie say? Today I had the thought that I don't have to know months ahead. I just need to focus on what's right in front of me. And that is focusing on my financial health. So this makes sense. Oh, I love that, Natalie. And thank you so much for sharing that, because I think that's so important. We all want to try to know like what's coming, right? We planned a day for what's coming in a year or 5 years or whatever. And, I don't want to say that it isn't good to have like a 5-year plan or a 2-year plan. I think it's great to have goals. And I also think it's important that we remember that life changes, right? And what our goal, how we get to the goal is what changes, not necessarily the goal, although the goal can evolve and change too, because we are always evolving and changing. We're energy, and it's always evolving and changing. So be kind to yourself, and just allow yourself to be present in the moment, knowing that, like for Natalie, in Natalie's case, I think this is a good thing for all of us, focusing on our financial situation today and being more financially responsible or secure, or more in flow with it, will help us in the long run, right? Okay, Ellie says, I definitely accept that. Thank you, Ellie. I hope so. So that you're in the block class too, so do lots of pelvis, do lots of pelvis position, like pubic bone. Get on that pubic bone, which is, oh my God, let me tell you, there is some days that pubic bone can almost bring me to tears and almost bring me to the greatest joy of release, also in a matter of moments. And we hold so much tension in our pelvis and we don't realize it. And our pubic bone is like the center of it all. And there's so much compression and stuck stuff there. So that helps so much. Yeah. Natalie says that's the grounding and getting out of the ethers. Beautiful. Okay, Elizabeth, thank you. So if we still got Jennifer, Lily, Claire, and Sammy here, if you guys can let me know. And Sammy, did you say, is Saint Germain the violet flame? Hi, Jennifer, thank you. So that means you and Claire are both Lilies here. Thank you. All right, Elizabeth. So I'm feeling two things. I'm feeling movement, and it feels like movement in the home, like with the home situation, and movement in work. So is there movement in both of those areas, or are you contemplating movement in both of those areas? What's that all about? Oh, Jennifer says Saint Germain is the violet flame. Awesome. See, they come and I don't even know. This is what I mean by they have to be so clear, because I can so easily miss it or just like go over it. Although I'm still seeing those violet flowers. So I think it could be like a double or triple meaning with this coming in, So I love it. I love it. Not moving from home. Okay, but is there movement in the home? So like, have you been remodeling or moving furniture. It just feels like there's a lot of movement in your physical space, and there's some chaos of be resulting. And so you want to be really mindful of that chaos and allow this time for you to find even more simplicity. Really, really connect with the simple and the mundane and the boring as much as you can. In work, I don't know. Okay, there's something. Where's the movement then? What's the movement? Yes, it's been in the home. Okay. All right. And so we got to find that simplicity in that chaos. So do what you can to get embodied as much as you can. Let's see. There's the card for the practicality. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use these cards are calling for you. This is a deck of movie tarot that I was given. Sometimes I think it's spirit, also things fall down. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That happens all the time. But there's literal stuff in the house though, like movement and chaos and is it with neighbors? I'm not positive what this is, but it feels like it's kind of all around you. So I hope it makes sense. Okay, so we've got the card for the practicality, getting the card for the magic. Yes, it's in home and neighbors also. Perfect. Okay. Thank you for validating that. All righty. And here's your card for the magic. Okay, so for this one, it's black tourmaline. So again, get really, really grounded. Whatever you can do to embody yourself during the midst of all this chaos that's happening in and around you, it's essential. Like the more grounded that you can be, the better. Okay. And I'm going to look it up just 1 second. Healthy boundaries, repelling and dispelling unwanted energies, shielding and protection, healthy interdependence. That boundary with you, it's like you've got to set a more clear boundary of not taking stuff on, not taking everything on from everybody all the time. Really, really important for you. Okay, the 8 of Swords. Ooh, that's an interesting card. 8 of Swords, I love 8. The divine. So 8 of Swords. Contradictions, criticism, reprimand, crisis, temporary difficulties. That to me speaks to what we were just talking about. So where can you find those boundaries? And with yourself and with the people around you, with the energy around you, it's time to just shore it up and really allow yourself to find peace within is what I keep feeling like. You haven't had peace within in a while. Feels like it's been elusive. And so that's that. Okay. Does that make sense, Elizabeth? I hope so. Oh, she says, I understand. Great. Thank you. And thank you, Natalie. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. Jennifer's still here. Lily's still here. Claire and Sammy. Okay, so Jennifer, we're going to do the crystal for the practical, and then the flower for you for the magic. So the word that keeps coming to me for you, Jennifer, is alchemist. So like this word, when I feel into when you take in this word or when you sit in this word, it feels big. It feels like otherworldly, like being an alchemist. It's like something super extraordinary outside of you. And your guides today want to talk about the fact that it's not about otherworldly or outside of you or huge. It's about Super, super simple. The more simple you can make it, the easier it is, the more into your own alchemy that you can rest and really connect to. Don't make it harder than it is what they're saying. It's not complicated, and you've made it really complicated. Does that make sense? Okay, one thing. Elizabeth says, not sure how to ground myself. Okay, I want to go back to this. Sorry, Jennifer, I'll let you catch up on the comments, and then we'll go to your card. So Jennifer, what you want to do, my favorite ways to ground are, there's lots of ways. Meditation, dancing, breath work. You can simply place a hand on your heart, a hand on your core or your belly, and just breathe deeply in through your nose, out through your nose. You can count in for a count of 4, in through the nose, count of 4, out through the nose, count of 6. There's so many different ways. And if you need more help with that, Jennifer, reach out to me, book a time with me. Let's get connected, and I'll give you absolutely specific, tried and true ways that'll be perfect for you to ground. Okay. One of my favorite grounding tools is my earth blend. Have you ever tried any of my blends, Elizabeth? And if you haven't, my earth is incredible. Like, people come to me all the time that have trouble sleeping, and I recommend my earth for them at night. And like, they always, every single time, it's like a perfect A+ track record. They check in with me and say, oh my gosh, I had the best night's sleep of my life. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Okay, so earth would be fantastic for you. So you can go to my site. It's super simple. I love simple. MichelleSnelling.com. Oh, that's right up there. I've got it on my, but I just put it there. So MichelleSnelling.com, that's where my earth is. And reach out to me, because I'd love to help you with this, Elizabeth. I'm here, right? So, all right. So Jennifer says that hits home so much. Okay, so the first piece, the very practical, is the lithium quartz. Okay, now I love, this is quartz, right? So crystal clear, which is all about the upper chakras, but it's got all the red around it, right? Which means you've got to be grounded. You've got to be grounded in this, Jennifer. And when we are, I'm going to be very honest about this. This is something that I think is super hard. Those of us that do any work like this, any type of spiritual work, any type of energy work, any type of, healing work, it's super easy for us, once we know how to access those upper realms, and then we kind of live up there. And getting grounded, bringing our feet back down to earth, being in the mundane is not easy for us. It doesn't feel natural, right? Because we're remembering that we are spiritual beings, first and foremost, here to have a human experience, but we forget that. So get grounded. Let's see, where's my book? Ooh, and Jennifer, it's number 33. Oh my goodness, I love that. One of the master numbers. So lithium quartz, vision, big picture thinking, unlocking the secrets of infinite possibility. Again, boom, can't make this stuff up, okay? So this is about, that is everything about being your own alchemist, right? But you got to get grounded. And then how to bring the magic in. Ooh, I love this. This is the second time I pulled this card today. Vervain, let the magic in. Wow. Let the magic in. Okay. Yeah, I love that. So I'm going to look this one up, though, because I want to see what it says about it, because I didn't read it before. Vervain, whispers of enchantment and worlds not quite seen. She'll teach you to see beyond the ordinary and help you explore the limited lands of the psyche. Through her easy access to the in-between, you can call in the medicine of plants not present, making her a must for any healer's garden. Ask Vervain to channel her sisters and hold their place in a tea blend or incense. But remember, even though she is wispy, Vervain is powerful. Okay, so call on her. Look at, I would meditate on Vervain for a while. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful. All right, Lily. Hello, Lily. Are you still here? All right. Let's see, Lily. What do we want for you? We're gonna do a mushroom. The mushrooms are calling for Lily. And Lily, you're still here. Yep. Yep, Vervain. Good one. Great, Jennifer. Okay. You are so welcome. All right, Lily, here we go. Lily, when I picked this deck up for you, I just saw it. Now, I know, admittedly, I've been watching this show recently, but I just saw The Sopranos. And like you in The Sopranos, at a table in a scene, and it's like Tony and Paulie and Johnny Sack, I think. Anyway, you're with these guys and you're all sitting around and you're like talking and just like shooting the shit, and you are just like one of them. But I love this because it has nothing to do with the like being a gangster or a mobster, except it's that confidence, it's that knowing of self, it's that surety. And wow, this is so powerful. So what's been going on with that, Lily? Has that been coming in? Is that something new? I feel like 5 months, 5 or 6 months, 5 or 6 weeks, something like that. But I'm definitely seeing the number 5. Not sure what that's meaning. And then is there a, like, I keep hearing June, or I don't know. It's a J, like June, Jewel. I don't know what this is. Feels like an older female, like an aunt, grandma, mom, something like that. So does that make sense, Lily? Anyway, with you taking on that, like you're sitting with all those very, very strong males and you're not batting an eye. Like you are holding your own. So I love that. Wow, that is so powerful. Okay, so to bring in, daughter Jennifer, born May 1st. Okay. So is there no like older female that's a June or a J? It sounds like June or June, or not sure, something like that. So I'll take this, daughter Jennifer, born May 1st. But if there's any more, no one I know of. Okay. What about all that with you sitting at the table with Tony Soprano, Polly, Johnny Sack? Really, and I love that because like Tony and Johnny are the bosses, right? The boss of Jersey and New York. And so, oh, wow, it's so cool. Her son born June. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. All right, so to bring in the practicality, it's Ace of Wands, and this is the burn morel mushroom. Okay, I'll turn it right side up so you can see the burn morel mushroom. Okay, that is so beautiful. And that one is, like I said, the Ace of Wands, which the number 1, sitting at that table with those bosses, holding your own. You're not shirking at all. Distraction, clouded direction, and delays. Okay. Oh, she says, I know. I'll take being a gangster. Sure. Yeah. I've been getting family messages lately. So this one was turned, it was reversed. So it's really about being honest about where you're at. Like this confidence that I'm feeling as you're sitting at the table with all of them, it's very grounded, it's very real. But it's like what you're using the confidence for, it doesn't feel grounded in. I don't know if that makes sense. There's something else that you're doing that you're borrowing the confidence from. And yeah, borrow it because, fake it until you make it type of thing, but it's like there's a much more simple way for you to ground into your confidence in that other realm, and it's time for you to find that. Okay? All right, and this card is Be Yourself. Oh, I love that. The daisy. Oh, daisies are one of my favorites. I love daisies so much. And to me, it's just like that middle where all of the seeds are in the daisy, the orangey yellow part. It's like you want that groundedness in that core. You want that groundedness in your core. You want that's where the magic's going to pour from, right? The magic's going to pour from that area. When we're faking it until we make it, it's good, but we want the real stuff, right? We want the real stuff. Okay, Jennifer, it's time for Claire's. All right, we're going to do Crystal. Anybody else new here? I know Sammy wants a card. Sammy, are you still here? Anybody else new that wants a card? Don't forget, guys, that you can get entered into my giveaway by commenting. So everybody who's commented or that I have pulled a card for today is entered automatically. Oh, Judy, I am so sorry. I saw you and I forgot to put you down. Ooh, I love this. Thank you. I started box breathing last week for my core. Excellent. Keep it going. Keep it going. Breathe it in deep. Breathe it into all your cells. Did you guys know that this is so amazing to me? Our cells regenerate every 7 weeks. Completely new cells. Like, that is so astounding to me. So if we ever feel like old and stagnant, we just need to remind ourselves that we are always changing. We are always growing. We are always evolving. That is tremendous. Every 7 weeks, new cells. Okay, so Claire, we're going to use Claire, are you in business for yourself? Are you self-employed? Because I keep getting a caution that you need to be more diligent with your bookkeeping, more diligent with your numbers, and it feels like taxes. So I don't know what that's about, Claire. Does that make sense? She owns a hair salon. Okay. All right. Thank you, Claire. And what's going on with that? Like, and it doesn't feel like anything is like out of control or anything. It just feels like it needs attention right now. Okay. So the first card we're going to pull is from love that. Doing taxes right now. Okay, and built a new salon. Perfect. Okay, so just be like, it's interesting because the message is be aware of it, be diligent, and understand that it's more simple than you think it is. I feel like you're making it harder because you're worried about doing it all to the letter perfectly, which is very good, but it can be much more simple than you're making it. Okay, so I love this card, Tulsi. You are sacred. Okay, so this is the card for um, bringing in the practicality. And I love this because it's like we talked about at the beginning of the show, practicality and magic. Practicality is sacred. Practicality is where we connect to our magic in a very authentic, very real way. So one without the other isn't possible, right? And as far as you knowing that you're sacred, Claire, I don't feel like you understand that. Like that's the case for a lot of us, that we don't really understand our sacredness. But you, I feel like, take it one step outside of it, even in that you don't even know that you have the ability to be sacred, or that you can. It's almost like that's something that's saved for spiritual people or holy people. And I'm here to tell you, nope, you're sacred. You're sacred. And the more that you can tune into that, the more that you can, begin to explore that, the better. I have a blend called Sacred that's specifically for that purpose of helping us remember the sacred being that we are. And I know Jennifer can also help you with that. Okay, she's nodding her head in agreement. Wonderful. Okay, thank you. And then the card to help you bring the magic in is Tiger Eye. Oof. What a powerful card. Okay. So the thing about, I love this yellow, the gold in there, because to me, for us to know that we're sacred, we really have to be rooted in our core. We really have to be rooted in that solar plexus, which is all about yellow and gold, and trusting of ourself and understanding our personal power, right? Not in the personal power in a way that we are conceited or narcissistic or anything like that, but just understanding the ability that we have in life to be magical. Like we were talking to Jennifer about being the alchemist, same type of a thing, right? In order to bring the practicality and the magic together, we have to understand that we have the capacity for both, right? We need to know that we can be simple and mundane and boring, and that will help us tap into our magic, right? We don't want to forgo the simple for the magical. We want to bring them together. So it's the same thing with you. You really want to ground into that part of you that will connect to your superpower of being you. Oh yeah, Lisa says, oh, you're going to make her cry. She's loving her message. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Jennifer. And thank you, Claire, for giving me the opportunity to read for you today. I love that. Thank you so much. And Lisa says, I need to walk in confidence and need to learn how. Yeah, walking in confidence is not easy, right? I mean, especially when we are feeling empaths. It's possible that we've had a lot of, people in our lives that were strong and powerful and maybe took advantage of us or bullied or whatever the word you want to say. I mean, I don't necessarily want to call them narcissist, but it's easy to have a lot of strong energy when you're an empath. And so we tend to want to be the opposite of that, which means that we can hide, right? We can literally hide in life and be in the shadows, not really wanting to come out. And so learning to walk in confidence is not an easy thing. So Lisa, be gentle with yourself and know that it's a daily practice, right? It's not I wake up and I just know how to do it. It's just a practicing of practicing it. And that's it. And she says, empathy, yes, I need to reclaim my power. Absolutely. Absolutely. You guys are reminding me of all these beautiful blends I have today. I have another one called Reclaim, which is just for that. It grounds us into our root chakra and our solar plexus chakra so that we can be fully embodied and remember who we are and reclaim it with strength and with authenticity and with power. Gosh, I've created some amazing things. This partnership that I have with God is definitely a thing that I am so grateful for. Never in my life did I think I'd be doing this work, but oh my God, am I grateful. So, Tiger's Eye, Claire, positive willpower, optimism, the power to manifest essence into form, clear purpose. So, if you have very clear intentions of, connecting to the sacredness within you, that there will be no option but for that to happen, right? And I love that. Okay, Sammy, we are going to use the mushrooms for you. And the crystal. Okay, so Sammy, are you planning, is there a big trip, like some big celebratory trip that's coming? They just keep showing me, and it's like 6. I keep seeing a 6 and a 10. So I don't know if it's 6 people going, 10 people going, if you're going in June or October. I don't know what those numbers are, but I'd love it if you could shed some light on those for me. But this is really what they want to talk about with the simplicity. Like, keep it simple. It's tending to get a little big and kind of blown up, but the call is to bring it back to the simplicity. So does that make sense to you, Sammy? Do you know what all that means with this celebratory trip? Okay, I just had 2 cards fall out. Okay, so when that happens, both cards come. I don't put them back in. We use them both. All right, so the first card that we got is the 6 of Swords, the aquatic guild mushroom. Ooh, I love that. Looks like it's underwater. Pretty. Let's move it so hopefully you can see that. Oh, shoot, Sammy. Okay, it was canceled. So what's the 6 and the 10? Does that mean that it's either supposed to be in June or October? Really, if like one of those, I'm feeling the 10. So I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's such a bummer. Oh. Okay, let's look at this 6 of Swords. It is distance, explore, and release. So what I'm going to say, because this is about bringing in the simple, right? So where was this? Was it getting too complicated? Was it getting more complicated than you wanted? I feel like Shane's grandma being here is just a blessing about this, and a blessing about how to do it in a more simple way. So were there 6 or 10 guests? 6 or 10 guests. Oh, and look, that's a 6. I just realized that, the 6 of Swords. Okay. So explore and release. And I feel like it's about releasing the idea that you have about what it was, what you wanted, what it was supposed to be, and just kind of letting it unfold simply and naturally. And the 6 or 10, 6 and 10, 6 and 10. I don't know. Okay. So the 2, oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. So the first one that came forth is the Spirit Quartz. I had to look at that for a moment just because it's so gorgeous. Look at all those sparkles and those rainbows, and oh, beauty. So this is about the magic, right? And this card, like if there was a card for me that was magic in a picture, it would be that. And then pink sapphire. And this card is number 44. So another one of those master numbers, Sammy. It's this is a sign that this is a blessed thing. It's just about bringing the simple in, bringing this simple in more and more. So let's read about spirit quartz. Connecting to community, universal love, harmony, and cooperation. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's see what Sammy's saying here. We received a lot of pushback from his side of the family from inconvenience of travel, but it's complicated. There are some big fear blocks unraveling for Shane, so I've had to surrender a lot. Okay. I love it. And that card is just asking you to release it, right? Literally let it go. And when things get complicated, that's always an opportunity in my mind to say, how can we simplify? How can I let go even more? How can I release even more? How can I surrender and relax even more? Right? And so, and Sammy says 6 signals, choice for me and lovers. Okay, great. And the 10, I got to know about that 10. So, how many guests were there going to be? I keep coming back to the guests. Okay, and while we're talking about that, I'm going to read the Pink Sapphire, forgiveness, choosing to heal, acceptance, and letting go, soothing the heart. Oh my gosh, you really can't make this stuff up, right? Both all say the same thing: release, accept, be in the place of surrender. I love it. I love it. And Saint Germain, you said Saint Germain's been with you. Like, call on Saint Germain. Call Saint Germain in. Call Saint Germain in to help you find the solution. Call Saint Germain in to help you with the complicated. And I have to say this too. That was Shane's grandma, right? Georgina, his side of the family, it's complicated, right? You've received a lot of pushback from his side of the family. Call her in to fix it, right? This sometimes asking for that spiritual help is the simplest thing that we can do, but it's super hard because we can forget about it. We get so in the space of thinking that we can do it, we got to do it all. We forget that we've got this whole realm of help and support for us. Okay. Judy. Okay, less than 30. Okay. So I don't know. I'm just gonna leave all that there. I don't know what the 10 is. Feels like October. Okay, Judy. Where can we ground you more into the practical so that we can bring more of the magic in? So 2 cards just jumped out for you, so we're going to leave those. And then, and those are your practical cards. And then we're going to pull the flower card for the magic. So Judy, I'm going to say, similar to what I said for Claire, it feels like coming through for you, like you don't believe in your magic. You don't believe in the possibility. You don't believe in the potential that you have to be a magical being. Okay. Last October, we were thinking of eloping instead, but the big fears overcame for Shane, and it's been stagnant since. Okay. Because that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. So maybe it's a matter of eloping to Maui, and then you guys have something stateside for, a party, a reception of sorts for the family, and a little, another like little vow renewal or another little ceremony. But the thing that Georgina keeps saying is don't lose the magic of the moment. And that's the message for Shane. That's not for you, because she's saying, Sammy knows that already. Don't lose the magic of the moment, Shane. Don't forget what this is ultimately about. And I love it that we're talking about this on the day that it's my wedding anniversary, because really at the I'm back. Okay. I loved everything about my wedding, but I also didn't want to get lost in the hoopla, the partying of why we were there. That we were there for the very important purpose of becoming husband and wife, which is what my goal was. My goal was not the wedding. Like I dreamt of having a wedding. Jeff wanted to elope. My mom, I'm the fourth daughter. By the time she got to me, she was like done and over it. And she said, I'll give you all the money I would spend on the wedding and you can elope. You can go and elope and then use it to buy a house or whatever. And I was like, I can't. Like I've dreamt about this day since I was a little girl with my Barbies, and it was very important to me, but not more important than what the day symbolized and what was happening that day. Okay, I've definitely had to release a lot of hurt. Realize what 6 is, June. Okay. Shit hit the fan with his mom and I in June. All right, is Georgina his mom's mom? That would be really icing on the cake that she's saying, like, let that all go. Family's complicated and it's not easy. And especially when you are in a relationship, it's easy to forget that you're not in the relationship with the family of your partner, right? Feels like it because they have a lot of pull. They have a lot of say on both sides, and it can be a challenge, but you had a lot of help, Sammy. Georgina's powerful. Put her to work. Gramps, Georgina has been a pillar in helping me overcome my hurt from his mom. Excellent. Excellent. Well, put her on it more. Keep putting her on it. Okay, so Judy, back to you. You are sacred. You are powerful. You are magical. You are an alchemist. That's the beauty of this life. We are all alchemists, and we're all meant to be here to make the extraordinary or make the ordinary extraordinary. And, we don't want to make it so extraordinary that it's not simple anymore, but we want to revel in the simplicity of life. Okay. So the first one is malachite. Oh my gosh, I love malachite. Malachite is such a beautiful gem, and it's green, right? So all about the heart chakra and all about self-forgiveness and love. And, that's our only way. That is our only way to get to the space of trusting ourselves and knowing our sacredness is through unconditional love. Because if we're in the space of being critical and not loving ourselves, we don't understand our sacredness, right? And we can move throughout, but we want to really make sure that you're really increasing that self-love. Okay, and then Dalmatian stone, and I love this, right? The thing that I thought of immediately was puppies and loyalty. And dogs are so ferociously loyal. They love you no matter what you've done. They do not care one lick who you are, how you've failed, what you haven't done right. They just know that they love you and they want more of you. So can you bring that in? Can you bring that in to your space, that, really ferocious, really, oh my gosh, just ultimate self-love. Where can you bring that in? That's going to work miracles for the simplicity of you knowing that you are sacred. Okay. And then the flower for this is perseverance. Oh, and the dandelion. Oh my gosh, which I love, which I just saw a meme the other day that said, it was like this field of dandelion, some fresh and yellow and some, in their later stages. And it said, some see a field of weeds, others see a field of wishes. And that's the thing. Can you move from seeing yourself as simply human, simply, ordinary, and allowing yourself to see you as extraordinary? That's the real magic. And you know what? I think this is the message for every single person who's been on this call today. you know, it just is. We are magic. We are human. We are spiritual. We're here to learn how to have this very human experience as a spiritual being. So, not easy. Sometimes it downright sucks, but we're all here. And I hope that helps, Judy. And I hope this card helps everybody. And thank you all so much for being here. Again, don't forget, you're all entered into my drawing for what I'm not sure, but I'll let you know as soon as I get it done. And don't forget that if you want that, if you want to take advantage of my celebration where buy a session and get one for $32, you just need to click the Calendly link that's in the comments and you will find it. You'll schedule your first appointment and then you'll get the link to schedule your second one for $32. You can keep that for yourself or give it away as a gift. So thank you, everybody. Love you, love you, love you. Have an absolutely gorgeous rest of your Thursday and full moon.